Well, this is the map of the UK canal network. Everything is red as what we've cruised, and today we're here down at Knowle Locks on the Grand Union Canal. We're going to be heading down the 5 Knowle Locks this evening and mooring up at the bottom before heading down to Kingswood Junction the next day. But unfortunately we can't do the Stratford Canal again, this time because of a broken lock. So we've got to head down to Turner's Green and moor up there. Private moorings around there. I didn't know. Right, so it's Sunday, about 7:45, or maybe 7:50 now. We weren't going to set off, but the locks are against us. But then a boat came up, by my surprise. You know what's funny? Yeah, Dad's back, and yeah, the reason I'm going today is because, well, we're not going all the way. We're just going to go down the locks, get some water, so Dad can have a shower and do some washing, and then we'll set off again tomorrow. Yeah, I just thought we'd go for it. Dad asked Dad if he wanted to, and he didn't seem to have a problem with it, so yeah. Anyway, as you can see, they've left the gates open, which obviously is not a good thing, but for us it's going to work out being a good thing. Actually, it's going to make this quite easy for me. Between Braunston and Birmingham, you'll notice that at every lock, right next to it, seems to be the remains of a narrow lock. And that's because this canal was originally built as a narrow canal. But not even 100 years ago, an Act of Parliament in 1931 was passed, authorising modernisation of this section of the Grand Union. The locks were rebuilt to take wide beam boats of 12 foot 6 inches. And the lock works were completed in 1934, and this of course was a last ditch attempt to fight against the railway takeover. In the end though, I don't think it was really a worthy investment, and if those improvements weren't made, this would have been a narrow canal. In some ways I wish they weren't made, or at least it would be great if the narrow locks were still there too. This would also save massively on water, because the majority of boats go through on their own. Yeah, you're getting drifted. Yeah, part of the reason we're doing this cruise is just to get some hot water, to do some washing, and so Dad and me can have a shower. I haven't run the engine today. No point in wasting diesel when we could cruise down the flight. It's going alright so far. Just like hatting though, these paddles, they're hard work. So I only do one. No. God, look how hot I'm getting. Oh, God, I can't wait to do hatting again. Well, they definitely had no etiquette
Both of those paddles have been left up. I'm surprised because all the rest haven't been, but they've left those two up. Knowle. There's a waterfall, we've got to reverse back into that. You know what I mean? It's already filled up, it's been going for 5 minutes, guys. It's quick as ever filled up.
We filled up on water, and as just as the sun was setting, we cruised a little bit further past the private moorings and moored up for the night. The next day we woke up and went on our way down the Grand Union Canal towards Kingswood Junction. Yeah.
Quite a lot.
It's like 3 or 4 pubs down there.
Canal goes.
Right, so it's the next day. Down Knowle Locks yesterday. Filled up on water. Didn't really need to, but it took about 5 minutes. But it doesn't really matter because then we just moored up, and yeah, it's about 10:30 now. Bank holiday Monday. It's already very busy.
I thought it was earlier because I thought I looked at the time, but my eyes don't work very well, so I thought it said 8:30 when Diane contacted me. Work wanted me to go in today, but
Yeah.
we left the van behind last night, so I can't get to work.
But yeah, I scouted ahead down to Rowington, is it? Which was Saturday. Yeah. So I went for a little cycle ride. Went for a 12-mile cycle ride, 6 miles down there, 6 miles back. Saw my nice subscribers in Narrowboat Holly. Shout out to them, they're very nice. But yeah, we're gonna head down to Rowington today. Well, I don't think it's not as far as Rowington. I think there's a little village. I can't remember what it's called actually. But yeah, Knowle Locks, and then we got to walk back and get the van. Well, this is the Black Boy Pub. A bit of a controversial name, but it's not in reference to an actual black boy. It was a nickname coined by the mother of King Charles II because of the darkness of his skin and his eyes. So I suppose in a way it is to do with race, isn't it?
God, I've never seen so many chicks. Could be like 15 there or something.
There was a mammoth of a wide beam here, and I think the maximum width is 12 foot 6 inches, but I can't tell if that's a 14 foot or a 12 foot 6er. The thing is though, this canal has been reduced from 12 foot 6 inches to 12 foot because of a collapsing towpath underneath a bridge, and the CRT say the cost outweighs the benefits to the customers. Yeah, that's how much the CRT are struggling now. So 12 foot 6 boats can't do this canal anymore.
Yeah.
This section has 3 dead deer in it. Quite a sad sight, but the trouble is, once they fall in, they can't get back out.
Yeah, very dear. They're very young deer. We'll have to leave the inverter on. One after the other, isn't it?
And that goes down to the Stratford Canal. Typically the lock broken is not on the northern section, it's on the southern section. So of course we can't do that again, but we will return. I'm hoping to get back up here in September. We're passing the boat on the wrong side here, and we were wondering why he was on that side. And we found out it's because he didn't want to get grounded.
This is shallow, we're scraping bottom here. Are we? Yeah. Oh yeah.
But then, disaster struck. We had to quickly moor up as soon as we could, because the alternator belt had snapped. And that is what caused the engine. The water point where we were going to was just around the bend. So we just made it up to the Armco before it, but there was a boat on it. The boat wasn't actually filling up with water, it was just moored in front. So I tried to pull the boat as far as I could forward and got the 100-foot expandable hose out, but it just wouldn't quite reach.
Even if I was right up behind him, he wouldn't reach. Is the engine getting really hot? Yeah, it's really hot in here. Completely gone again, look. Yeah. So I've got to get that one off. Trouble is the engine's so... Oh, thank God, I think that might be one. Should be the same size, shouldn't they, really? No, this one's longer this side, this one's shorter. And I keep these belts that don't fit. That one does. That's a 900 as well. That's an 882, so we got 3 belts for that side. So, and I've got a couple of belts for this side in there. But I've ordered that stronger one now. It's like 13 quid. That was that belt. It's a lot stronger.
It's a shame we don't have a strong one to put on this one.
That's what I'm going to do. That's what I wanted to do today. But Mum's for jobs like this. I just don't think they're man enough, these types of belts, you know? They're not
yeah,
man.
it's just weird, isn't it?
Well, no, this was always designed to have 45 amp alternators on it, yeah? When people go for the bigger alternators, the pulleys get upgraded, so you end up with a big, fat, wide belt. This has never been upgraded, so you've got bigger...
Oh, okay.
You've got bigger alternators. Bigger alternators take more to turn, so there's more pressure on the same size belt. This is the problem. And this belt on this side is not only turning the alternator, it's doing the water pump as well. What's going on there somewhere?
So that's the old belt. Look at the state of that. We've done it.
You've got to have it so tight, that's this side, in order to get the bolt through. It's weird. Really weird setup.
Couldn't quite reach the water, so we've got to go around this boat now.
It's not worth taking the risk.
Filled up with water, new alternator belt on, and we're on our way just about a quarter of a mile to a nice mooring around the bend.
made it to our mooring spot now. A bit further along than I wanted. I wanted to moor back there. But one, there was a boat in this, just mooring up in the spot I wanted to get in. And two, the solar is not good in the afternoon. So we came along a little bit further because the solar is much better in the afternoon here. Because the hedgerow encroaches over the boat back there. But here, we should have solar all day really. Which is what we want because it's free power. But we're getting close to 100% now, I think. So yeah, the bout, we were just talking about the bout going. Dad said, oh, I think I need to replace that water bout soon. That one does the cooling of the engine, so the engine was overheating. So we had to pull over immediately, and luckily it was just where the water point was actually. But we couldn't get on it because there was a boat moored just before. It wasn't filling up, but it's a 24-hour mooring there, right in front of the water point. So in the winter you can moor there 2 weeks and get all the water you want. But yeah, it's been very busy with boats. I don't think it's to do with Bank Holiday Monday. I've seen about 10 or 12 boats there. I think it's to do with Hatton, because Hatton flight was out of action for a little bit because they had to do some emergency repairs. And what I think's happened is the Hatton flight opened up yesterday, I think, and they've all headed up because most of the boats are coming up. I've seen one boat heading our way. Well, of course, there's a few that set off, and of course I haven't seen them, but there's been loads coming up. But yeah, we're just got to go back, get the van 5 miles, and then we've got to go try and do some shopping before 4 o'clock when the shops close, which is going to be fun because it is 1 o'clock now, so we've got 2 hours to get back the van, and then it should be about 3 o'clock time we get back. And then hopefully we can just get in the shops before they close. It has to be a Sainsbury's, I think. No Aldi's near. So anyway, yeah. It was a lovely cruise, lovely day, beautiful Bank Holiday Monday. But yeah, very busy on the canals, and I'm glad I did the flight yesterday actually. But yeah, we're going to stay here for a few days now, and then I'll probably head off Friday, just down a little bit further. And then Sunday we'll probably head to Hatton and maybe do Hatton Sunday evening. We'll see.